Unlocking the mystery of squinting modifiers. Hello, language explorers. Today, we're going to dive deep into a fascinating part of English grammar that often gets overlooked: squinting modifiers. So, put on your grammar detective hats as we learn about what squinting modifiers are, how they can make your sentences confusing, and most importantly, how to correct these errors. Remember, being able to spot and correct these errors is essential to clear and effective communication. Squinting modifiers, also known as two-way modifiers, are tricky little elements that can cause a lot of confusion. Why? Because they're a type of modifier that can squint both ways, towards the words before and after them, creating ambiguity. They can modify the phrase that precedes them or the phrase that follows them. Hence, it's not immediately clear which phrase they're supposed to modify. For example, let's take this sentence. Students who study regularly get good grades. Here, the word regularly is a squinting modifier because it can modify study, meaning the students study on a regular basis, or it can modify get good grades, meaning they regularly get good grades. To spot a squinting modifier, you need to look for words or phrases that can modify both what comes before and what comes after them. These are usually adverbs like only, just, always, sometimes, and often. For example, kids who play outside often get dirty. Does it mean that kids often get dirty when they play outside? Or does it mean that those kids who often play outside get dirty? It's hard to tell, isn't it? That's a classic squinting modifier for you. Now, let's move on to the most important part: correcting squinting modifier errors. The key here is clarity. You want to rearrange your sentence in a way that makes it clear what the modifier is referring to. For instance, let's go back to our previous example. Here are two possible corrected versions. Kids who often play outside get dirty. Or, kids who play outside get dirty often. The first sentence implies that the kids who play outside frequently tend to get dirty, while the second suggests that whenever kids play outside, they often end up getting dirty. As you can see, the placement of the modifier, often, changes the meaning of the sentence, eliminating the ambiguity. And there you have it, the mystery of squinting modifiers unraveled. With a bit of practice, you'll be able to identify and correct these sneaky grammar errors with ease. Remember, the key is clarity. Don't let your modifiers squint. Make sure they're looking straight at what they're meant to modify. Keep practicing, and you'll master this in no time. Thanks for joining me today, and as always, happy language exploring.